So
It's interesting, like in competition in general, like how you know what molds you as a competitor, what sport you play, different things, you know, and then like generationally too. Like we're in such a look at me like culture now. Like bring attention to myself, be as flashy as I can, be as loud as I can. But kind of in it, I was never really brought up that way.
mhm.
Like, let's go about this thing. Like, act
Yeah,
like you've been there before. When you win, you know, hand the ball to the, you know, you score a touchdown, you hand the ball to the referee,
yeah,
like the greats would do. And now we've gotten into this like this self glorification thing and the
mhm.
opportunity with social media to present ourselves in pretty much any fashion.
And that's good
Um,
too.
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
good both ways. I like
yeah,
the characters too. I just like people being themselves. That's all. If you're a character and you're just a character naturally, good man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's hard to fake it anyway, right?
Right, for sure. And eventually somebody's going to see through it. I
That's
mean,
right. Yeah.
and I like I love the arm wrestling with the fresh start at an older age because it allowed me to learn from some of the mistakes I made in competition prior, you know, like maybe being too high strung or being, you know, too aggressive per
Mhm.
se or whatever. Now it's a fresh start. And like I've always just seen it as a gentleman's sport. Like you're gonna shake hands after the match, you know, you should by all means, otherwise you shouldn't be competing. So why act any different prior? But it doesn't mean that you
Yeah.
can't be an absolute savage for about 20 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
it's that arm wrestling community love though that gets us hooked anyway. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah, we're savages on the table, but it doesn't matter if I'm from Montana, Calgary, wherever I go, I get treated with much respect and love always. So like
Yeah.
that's what brought me into arm wrestling is I just loved the community. I just loved the way that everyone respects each other, no
Yeah.
matter how much you fight on the table, right? So
It's a
yeah,
beautiful thing, and that you can kind of go pretty much anywhere on the continent, maybe anywhere in the world with
yeah,
reason,
yeah,
and put a Facebook post out there and say, "Hey, you know, I'm in town.
yeah,
I'm looking for an arm wrestling like practice. What do
yeah,
you guys got?" And it's like, you know, I have people reach out to me when they're local, and we're like, "Yeah, well, you're more than welcome." You know what I mean? And it's like everywhere you go, somebody rolls out the red carpet,
yeah,
and it's
exactly.
really it doesn't really matter about your level either. You
No,
know, like it's not like it has to be somebody who's notable.
no.
Like everybody's welcome anywhere, especially at practices. It's a very unique community.
Mhm.
It's not a perfect community. There's negatives to everything, but like it's very unique and it's very open on.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think another thing that makes arm wrestling unique, since we're kind of on the topic, is like I'll use basketball because I can think of the best references.